Welcome back to Home Sellers 101. I'm Mary Barella Cordova with RE/MAX Revolution.
And I'm Mike Cordova with RE/MAX Revolution and Motto Mortgage Express.
And today we're going to talk about the inspection resolution for the seller. The seller has several choices. Mike?
Last video we talked about the inspection objection. That's where the buyer sends us a list of things that they want fixed. The seller has three options when they receive that inspection objection notice. They can be nice and say, hey, we're going to fix everything on the list. They can be, they can say, hey, no, we're not going to fix anything on the list. The buyer got a great price and we're going to sell it as is. Or they can do a combination of that. They can say, we're going to fix 4 of the 6 items that they've asked for, but we're not going to fix the other 2.
I would add a 4th into that mix. Sometimes once we go over the list with our clients, we'll even suggest that they give a financial concession to the buyer in lieu of repairs. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. So Mike, how do we kind of go through this inspection resolution?
So we're going to look at that list and we're going to determine, what things are things that are cosmetic or what things are things that are health and safety items that really should be fixed. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of times the seller doesn't know what's wrong with their house. Once the inspector gets through it, they'll say, oh, wow, we have this plumbing leak we didn't even know about.
Yeah.
Things like that. We'll say, hey, these are things that you need to fix.
Yeah, plumbing is big. Water is really big. We got to take care of that right away.
There might be a problem with the roof that we would need to have fixed. Mm-hmm. And we're going to explain to we're going to help the sellers through that because we've had a lot of experience with inspection objections and inspection resolutions over the years. It could be that we help the seller contact their insurance company to get that roof fixed and paid for by the insurance company.
Well, think about it. We all have homeowners insurance, and people don't even know why they have homeowners insurance, and then we go to sell their house and the roof's bad. So the first thing we say is call your insurance company, find out what your deductible is, and get someone out here to take a look at it. And they go, oh wow, you're right, we have insurance. So thank you. Didn't even think of that. And that's why we're here.
Right. So again, we have a lot of resources because we've been doing this business for a long time. We know electricians, we know plumbers. We can help the seller get bids on things that need to be fixed. Or we can, use those bids to come up with a reasonable cash concession.
There you go.
And we put together an inspection resolution list and we send it back to the buyer's agent.
Every seller is different. There's many times I've said to my seller, gosh, I think these are very cosmetic and not really a big deal. And they go, Mary, we're happy to do that. We love these buyers. We're excited they're moving into the house. We'll do 1 through 5, not a problem, even if they're small items. And then there's other times I'll get a seller and I think, wow, buyer paid top dollar. And, 3 of these items are huge. And I'll get a seller that says, I'm not going to bother with this because if they won't take the house the way it is, I'm going to sell it to someone else. So we never know how that's going to work. But Mike and I are always going to find out what our seller needs. We owe all our fiduciary responsibility to the seller, and it's what our seller needs and wants that we're going to then communicate back in our inspection resolution to the buyer.
Right. And
many times it is concessions because it makes it easier for the seller.
We create that inspection resolution, we send it back to the buyer. The buyer has the right to either say, yes, we'll accept this, or no, we want one more thing to be able to move forward.
Right.
And we'll work through that and we'll come to an agreement because we're pretty good at negotiating and solving problems.
We're not pretty good at negotiating. We're very good at negotiating. I have my CNE, my Certified Negotiating Expert designation, and after 19 years, believe me, I don't know if I've been in every situation, but close to it. And the bottom line is the more experience with someone like Mike or I that we have, we're able to keep ourselves calm and know that it is business and know that we don't need to bring emotion to it. We need to bring the facts and we need to help our seller feel okay and calm about what the options are. We
get to an inspection resolution and then we're ready to move forward. So our next video, we're going to talk about the appraisal.
Oh my gosh, appraisals. What a fun subject. So thank you. Make sure you go to the bottom of your screen and click subscribe, like, and the bell button. That's going to help us get more exposure.
and we're here to help as many people as we can. So thank you. Have a wonderful day. Again, Mary Barella Cordova with RE/MAX Revolution.
And Mike Cordova with RE/MAX Revolution and Mata Mortgage Express.
Have a great day. Be well and be safe.